Today's video is about the movie Crimson Peak. Thank God I have crossed the trailer suddenly after 5 years of its releasing. This movie is more fascinating than it is said. Crimson Peak is a gothic romance like the movie Rebecca. Still, most of the people call it a horror movie. There is a huge difference between these two genres. Actually, gothic is a subgenre under the horror genre movies. In 1764, Horace Walpole's novel The Castle of Otranto was the first gothic story where one can find the emphasis on both emotion and pleasurable kind of terror. In Crimson Peak, the ghosts are just metaphor, as the protagonist Edith says.
With the ghost in it. The ghost is just a metaphor
Metaphor?
for the past.
The setup of the story is during Victorian era, written and directed by Guillermo del Toro, who is specially known for Pan's Labyrinth and The Shape of Water, both won the Academy Awards. His other famous works are Hellboy, The Devil's Backbone, Pacific Rim. Edith, the protagonist, lost her mother in her childhood and she came to warn her to be aware of Crimson Peak. Then after 14 years, Edith, an aspiring horror story writer, met an English baronet, Thomas Sharp, who came to America to sell his clay digging machine. Edith's father rejected his proposal. He didn't like Thomas and got the information that Thomas was already married. But Edith fell for Thomas, who actually trapped her to get the property, and he did everything according to his manipulative elder sister Lucio. After the death of her father, Edith married Thomas, and with him came at Allerdale Hall, the Sharps' mansion. The mansion was decaying and sinking under the red clay.
With the cold and the rain, it's impossible to stop the damp and erosion. And the mines right below, well, the wood is rotting and the house is sinking.
Edith was haunted by ghosts in the house, and Thomas maintained a distance with her. Lately, they spent a night together, and this infuriated Lucio immensely. Gradually, Edith started unfolding the hidden secret of the two siblings. Lastly, she came to know that Thomas was thrice previously married, and his sister with him killed them for the property, and found that she had been poisoned.
I must stop recording. The poison is in the tea.
And Thomas and Lucio had an incestuous relation. Thomas fell in love with Edith and tried to save her, and this infuriated Lucio.
Yes, they had to come.
Promised you would not fall in love with anyone else.
Yes, but it happened.
She killed Thomas in a rage and was killed by Edith, and both the siblings became the ghosts of the huge mansion. The title of the movie, Crimson Peak, refers to the house where the actual story revolves around. Edith, after marriage, arrives the Sharp mansion, which is situated on the red clay. The mansion is called Allerdale Hall. It is in devastated condition. The clay under the wooded floor is red, which flows and seeps through the basement's walls. When the winter comes, that crimson clay stains the snow and transforms it into bright red. This is the reason people say that place Crimson Peak.
The ore in the red clay leaps up from the ground and stains the snow, turns a bright red. So, Crimson Peak.
Actually, Crimson Peak is a metaphor here. In an interview, the director Del Toro revealed that the red clay mine hidden under the mansion holds the most secret. He also said, "It's the gut of the house, it's the place where the most emotional and violent confrontation are going to place." The movie itself is a metaphor. From the ghosts to the house, from the attire of the characters to every creature of the film is used as a symbol. The movie is not about ghosts. The ghosts are for the movie.
Beware of Crimson Peak.
Most of the reviewers say that the story of the movie couldn't be interrupted if there are no ghosts, but ghosts are the inevitable part of the story. The ghost of Edith's mother wants her to stay away from the Crimson Peak. The ghost of the Sharp mansion from the very beginning of Edith's entrance tried to warn her. One of them even says her to leave the house, but she couldn't understand the indication. Ghosts actually guide her in digging up the dark past of the Sharp family. Del Toro uses real man to act the part of the ghost so that the acting of the actors become more real. In the movie, you will see some beautiful yellow-colored butterflies are dying and some huge black moths are flying around the Sharp mansion. There is a scene where Lucio and Edith had a conversation about butterflies and moths. That is intensely meaningful conversation. In the movie, Edith is yellow butterfly. She is beautiful and fragile like those butterflies, and Lucio is the black moth. In Lucio's words, the butterflies are food of black moths. What
do they feed on? Butterflies, I'm afraid.
The Sharp mansion, black moths were not everywhere. Those are flying just near the room where Lucio lived and the workshop of Thomas. When Edith went to the workshop, black moths were flying and sticking on the wall as if those were guarding Thomas so that he couldn't get closer to Edith. And when that moment came, Lucio entered with tea set to offer tea to Edith with poison. At the end, while Lucio cut a lock of Edith and put it inside a drawer, if you observe, you will see a yellow butterfly inside a jar, like Edith inside into a trapped situation. In the movie, the color of the attire of each character and the color of the weather are also symbolic. Edith always wears off-white or yellow dresses like the butterflies, while Lucio wears only red and blue as she is trying to hide something inside it. As long as Edith was unmarried and was in America, the weather was bright and clean, and after her arriving in Crimson Peak, it became white, snowy and stormy. Red, the color is very important in this movie. The dress of Lucio in the party was red. The color of the clay was red in the Sharp mansion. The ring of Sharp's mother was red. The ghosts of that house were also red. The red clay underneath the snow was gradually overlapping the snow in front of the house as the evil secret was disclosing to everyone. When Edith left the mansion, the soil was entirely red as someone's blood was covering the soil of the land. The house is also metaphoric as every level of that house represents different level of mind. The attic represents the childhood of the siblings. There is no trace of blood. In the main part of the house, the red clay under the floor represents that something is hidden underneath. In the basement, the red clay is all over there, showing that it was the place where every wrong and evil deeds of the family were hidden, and this is the reason Edith was not allowed to go there. Mia Wasikowska, who acted before in Alice in Wonderland and Jane Eyre, has played the role of the protagonist Edith. In the beginning, she was an aspiring writer who lost her aspiration after falling in love with Thomas Sharp, a self-proclaimed baronet. Her ghost story was rejected as she was a woman and she tried to abolish her feminine handwriting by typing her story.
Actually, Father, I was hoping to type it in your office.
Type it.
I'm submitting it to the Atlantic Monthly, but I realize now that my handwriting is too feminine. It gives me away.
At a similar time, she was innocent and dependable to her father, then to Thomas. After the death of her father, Thomas becomes everything to her.
Failure.
Don't say that. You're all that I have.
Those ghosts of the Sharp mansion give her indication but in vain. Lately she discovered the secret of the family, and for the first time in her life she fights against the evilness of Lucio to save herself and her best friend Dr. Alan. Artist character Lucio, the antagonist, is played by Jessica Chastain. She killed her mother when she was 14. She manipulated her brother Thomas and had an incestuous relationship with him. To get money, she took a shortcut by giving marriage of her brother with wealthy women and killing them inside the mansion. Edith almost was dead if her friend Dr. Allen didn't come to rescue her. On the other hand, Thomas married Edith but gradually fell in love with her and opposed her sister to kill her by slow poisoning.
Matter. I put the poison in the porridge.
Lucille, stop it!
When Lucio came to know that the couple spent a night together, she became infuriated. She even killed her brother Thomas as he broke their bonding of love by loving other women.
Promised you would not fall in love with anyone else.
Yes, but it happened.
He was killed by Edith, who metaphorically first wounded her with the pen which was gifted to her by her father, whom Lucio murdered brutally. Thomas was not that evil like his sisters, still he was with her in every respect of doing evil things. So he couldn't escape the situation. In the end, he tried to save Edith and her friend but couldn't save himself from his sister. Lucio was obsessively in love with Thomas, and when his devotion was broken, she couldn't bear it. Edith's innocence and love changed Thomas, and maybe this is the reason Thomas became a spirit but not evil. Other side, after Lucio's death, she became an evil spirit wearing black gown, playing piano inside the house. Crimson Peak is an amalgamation of all: the gothic and eerie atmosphere, the horrifying ghosts, the romantic relation, the dark and evil past of a family. It's a must-watch movie if you love gothic stories. And if you like my exploration of the movie, please like it and subscribe the channel for more videos.